Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to my 31 Days of Horror in October, Day 9. Today we're going to be talking about Deranged. Deranged is a 2012 film which runs approximately 78 minutes and is directed by Neil Jones. Now this stars Marcia Duvals as Gabriella, Craig Fairbrass as Anthony, and Victoria Broom as Sylvia. Now this is a Spanish film, but you don't have to read subtitles. That's good and bad, and I'll explain that one in a minute. Right now, let's break down the plot. I could have sworn I'd seen this movie before, but as the movie went on, it kind of lost me as to if I had seen it before, if that makes any sense. Okay, you have four girls that have been friends since college that are having a bachelorette party in a house that Gabriella, who is the bride-to-be, used to rent a lot with her family when she was a kid. They kind of pick at each other a lot. I guess it's just like maybe a catty thing because they're all attractive, so they all kind of pick at each other a little bit, like who's the hottest and this, that, and the other thing. So when they get to the house, they all pick out their rooms and they go down and have dinner. Meanwhile, one of the girls called a stripper for the festivities. They finish eating dinner. Gabriella, the bride-to-be, goes outside to feed the dog that's on the premises that belongs to a guy in town who's basically renting them the place. And she comes in with blood all over her, saying she got bit by a dog. Now, this dog is a Rottweiler, and it gets loose. She ends up having a seizure and dies right there on the floor. Not sure if she was allergic to something, if she was allergic to food or the dog bite or whatever, but she actually dies while the stripper is doing his thing, stripping. So the girls are basically trying to figure out how to get help. The stripper said that he called for help, called for an ambulance, but it never comes. As they go around the house, they're looking at the phones, and the phones are all unplugged. And they're trying to figure out what is going on as they are picked off one by a killer. That is all I'm going to say. This is a fun film. I actually really liked it. I would say it's kind of a hidden gem. My one con is a big one, though. And this is where the Spanish-English sort of language comes into play. Our main character, Marcia Duvals, that plays Gabriella, she's actually on the cover here, she's not a terrible actress, but she doesn't speak English very well, and it really, really gets annoying to try to figure out what she's trying to say in broken English, and it comes off as being poor acting, if that makes any sense. I think this movie would have benefited from not only English-speaking parts, but also subtitle parts. Because you have Marcia Duvals was apparently Brazilian. One of the other girls is Irish, as you can plainly see. One of the girls is Australian, and one of them is from the UK. So, apparently they all went to an overseas college and bonded together and were friends for life. So I think that is my only con. And like I said, I don't really think she's a terrible actress. I just think the broken English really doesn't do her any justice. It would have been better if it were Spanish. So that's my only con. Now I gave this one a 7. And that is 7 bleeding skulls. Stay tuned for day 10. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.